Hello everyone, good evening and welcome back to our session number 3 on web app development. So where we are trying to learn the SQL part, HTML and CSS. Today I would like to go with the commands like create, insert and select. So I would like to discuss on three commands today, specifically on create, insert and select. And I would like to create a table with a very simple information. It will be a very simple one where I'll be having a college database. I'll be creating a database which is related to college. And I would like to create a very simple table of a student where I would like to capture their um, uh, IDs, first name, last name, gender, birth date, city, and what is that they have scored in their PUC. Okay, that's what I want to collect. That is the table which I want to create. So first I would like to explain. I'll be not going in detail with every command. So we'll be learning the fundamentals of those commands as and when we progress in this process, we'll be learning. And when it comes to HTML, in our video number 2, we'll be discussing on order list, unordered list, okay, and nesting of the commands. So probably I'll be discussing on one or two things on that one. So based on that, I would like to even create a table tag. So we'll be covering these three table tag, which is relevant to the table which we'll be creating, and then we will try to even apply some basic CSS. I would like to discuss one or two properties. So one or two properties is what I want to discuss on those things. Okay, coming to the first one, what I wanted to do is I wanted to create a database. I wanted to create a table, and I would like to create a data relevant to that one also, and then select. So under select, we'll try to discuss more on that one. Okay, so let me go with the video number 1 on SQL, and I'll be creating all the tables and commands which is required. So this will be my college database. Okay, college will be my database. If I've not created a folder for this one, I think I have that, so I'll make use of that one. Let me use this one. So this notes will be shared with you people when we complete. So today, as discussed, we'll be creating a college database, and I would like to have a table in it. So let us go one by one. So I would like to create a database. Create database. The name of the database is college. Okay. So what do we need to understand in this command is, so create is a keyword followed by the keyword database with a name, and then it will be use college, and I want to create a table. So as I mentioned, so what all the columns I need. So I'm trying to collect what is their, since they have just joined the college, I want to understand. Let's assume that it's an engineering college and they want to collect their information. So what all the information I need with respect to the table student, uh, plural format will be the best choice, students. That is always the standard things which SQL people will do, or tables. I'll go with students, and students I want to collect the information like what is their ID. ID will be in the form of integer for now. I would like to collect their first name, last name, gender. Gender will be only one character, M or F. Okay. And then I would like to collect their city, pin code, and I would like to collect their birth date for date purposes. What else do I need? And this table is created in keeping in mind of the select command in future. So ID is there, enum is there, city, pin code is there, birth date is there. I think this is enough for now. If anything, okay, I need their score. The second, you see total. Okay, total marks. That's what I want to collect. Okay. Yeah, total. I want to collect their total. Okay, this is what I want to create. So first, let me create the database. So if I have the database, that's great. If not, I'll check on that. MySQL minus u root minus p root. And for this example, first let me check for the database. Show databases, the existing databases. Show databases. Do I have the college database? The answer is no. So I would like to create that database first, as I am showing here. So college, I would like to have the date stamp here, which is 2025 October. 2025 October. Okay, this is my database. If you want, you can also have the underscore here. So let me create this database. Preferably people who are very new or freshers, I would recommend you people to type all these things rather than copy pasting, since I'm using a notes so that I can give it to you people later. So here you can see the database is created. So databases. Yeah, I have college database. Now I would like to create. So preferably use command before you create anything. Use college 2025 October. So you have to be in a specific database before you create table. This is the table which I'm trying to create, and how does a statement looks like, or the command. So it comes like this: create table, the table name, students. So if you observe my typing, so here this is the command: create table. Both are commands followed by the table name, and then you should have the round bracket with semicolon, parenthesis, and each one will be having their own data type. And so for that, first you can go like this: ID, which is of data type int. Okay. Then comes first name, which will be of character. You can go with varchar or character. When we discuss about data type in detail, I'll be discussing the differences between the char and varchar. For now, I'm going for character type, character 25 or 50, that is also fine. So you are specifying the length. So ID, which is of integer type, first name, character, which will take up to 50 characters. We have many other keywords to learn. So you can also do it in multiple lines. That is the reason I'll move this to a multiple line. ID, first name, comma, then all these fields. Last name, which is of character 50. And then for the gender, I'll be using a different data type, which will be called as enum. And this will be of character M or F. Okay, we are going with simple. Enum, you might not have heard about enum before. We will be discussing about enumerator data type in future. I have not discussed data types as of today, which I'll be doing it in the upcoming days. Int, char, enumerator, because I want to have only two values, M and F. And what else I need? I need the city. So let me copy this. City, pin code, and this one. City will be of character 50, comma. Pin code will be of type int. Birth date will be of type date. And the second piece of total will be of type int, because they'll be getting only a specific now. Okay. So each one is separated by comma. So this is my table. So before doing this, I would like to know the tables. Show tables. The answer is no. Yes, we have not created any table there. So now I have the table. So create table students. You have to practice it once to try to create any number of tables which you want. Whatever you see on the screen, whatever you want to create a timetable of your classroom. Try to create a timetable of your exam. Okay. Try to create a timetable where you want to do some stuff. For example, every day I want to start my gym around 6 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, I want to have my breakfast. You can also create that kind of also table. So for this table, I want to insert data. Okay, I'll be explaining two types of insert. Insert. Okay, so this is the command insert. Insert into. So if I don't remember that, I can take the help of help insert. You can see the command here. So we'll be going with insert command, insert into command, this one, and then you'll be specifying the value or values list. Values list. You have been provided with this. So I know initially we might not understand these comments. Insert into values through. So I'll be going with a simple syntax on that one. Insert into followed by a table name, values keyword. Insert into students and then values. So all the columns which I mentioned here should be given. Int is the value, one comma. Then you'll be having the first name and last name, which should be in single quotes like this. So the first name is, I'll go with my name. First name and last name. Then comes gender. Gender should be one of these values. I'll go with M, comma. Then comes city, pin code, birth date. City is in single quotes. Pin code, city, Mysore. I'll just decrease the size. ID, first name, last name, gender, city, pin code. Pin code is given in the integer format. And then comes birth date and once again the total. So birth date should be in single quotes and the total, let's go with out of 600, let's assume that I've scored 480. Okay. Birth date, if I'm not wrong, the birth date should be specified in the format of US time zone. So first comes the month. Okay. Then comes the date and then comes the year. Okay. Let's see whether this works. So this is the command. Insert into student values. Okay. So for the column birth date at row one, it is giving us the error on date. So let me go with help date. Okay. You can just make use of this one. Help date. Help date. The supported range is this one. So I think the first one is year, followed by the month and the date. You can see this one. It should be year, month, and then date. You should follow this format of the software which you are using. So it should be followed by Lex. 1986 hyphen, then comes the month, and then comes the date. Okay, let's see this. Okay, this got inserted, and always it will be your favorite. This query, select star from students. Okay, this looks good. So I would like to repeat this. I have one more format. I have one more format. When it comes to insert, when it comes to insert, insert into students, followed by the values. I'm writing in multiple lines, but I want to insert this order. So let me explain this. I want to insert the first name. So you have to mention that. The order is changed. The first insert is telling you people to insert exactly the order in which your table is created. But what if you want to have a different insert? You can. So I want to have the first name followed by the last name, followed by gender, okay, and then followed by their birth date. You have to specify all the columns, okay? So I would like to have their ID, followed by city, followed by pin code, followed by their second PUC total, okay? So preferably this should have been in not starting with. That's fine. So based on this order, this table has a different structure. You're trying to have a different structure now while inserting. This is also one of the options which you might be using. Option number one. So I would like to move this down. This is one format where you are specifying exactly the order in which your table is created. ID, first name, last name, gender, city, pin code, birth date, and their total. So on the other one, we are trying to insert in this order, okay, where we would like to insert their first name and last name. So single quotes is the best practice of SQL. So the first name is Raju, followed by the last name, which is what is next? Next comes gender, which should be M or F. Then comes birth date, and then comes ID. ID will be 2 in this case, comma, and then comes your city, pin code, and then the second PUC total. Okay. So first name is done, last name is done, then comes gender, and, and then comes the birth date, which should be year. Okay. So 1990, followed by hmm, the month, followed by the day. Okay. Then comes the ID, sorry, and then comes your city. So we are not checking whether the city and the pin code match on. So this will be my second insert. So I would be giving a pause on this one because I want you people to create tables because we'll be going with. So this is how you'll be creating the table. As you people know, in the previous one, I was using a database called World. That is my favorite for examples. So I'll be using that one for now. Use World, show tables. So currently I'm in this database world where there are 3 tables. I don't know the structure, so describe it. Describe city, and these are the data types. ID, name, these are the fields, country code, district, and population. So ID is of type integer, name, country code, and district is of character, and population is also in integer format, right? So since we are learning or spending a lot of time on select, I wanted you people to know how to create a very simple table and how do you insert the values. So try to create as number of tables you can. I've given some examples. You can create a menu card of an hotel. You can create a timetable of your college. You can create your own mark sheet. Okay. Try to create a table where you want to have your daily routine, like 6 o'clock, I want to go for gym, 9 o'clock, I want to have my breakfast, 1 o'clock is my lunch, and 5 o'clock, I'll go back to my play, 8 o'clock. So try to create tables, which you find in your real time. Try to create a table for attendance. Just create one table which is not related to the entire ecosystem. Just create one table or multiple tables wherever you see or wherever you can see those things. Okay. So this is what I wanted to cover in SQL part today. I just did not want to rush on the things. Session 3, SQL video number 1 on create, insert, and select. A very simple select since we discussed a couple of them in the previous session. So in video number 2, I'll be just discussing on ordered list, unordered list, and table. And this table, whatever the table I want to display here, it will be resembling the structure. Okay. I want to display this kind of a thing in my anything which is in the table format of this one. I want to create the same structure using HTML. Okay. So that's what I want to do it for the next video. That is video number 2. So every day I want freshers to learn 5 tags, 5 CSS selectors or the properties. And as usual, we are going deeper into this one. This week, we have a simple agenda of learning and completing the fundamentals, which is required for our web development. Because next week, um, we'll plan it across and we'll move. Okay. So thank you very much. I'll be closing on video number 1, which is on SQL, create, insert, and select. And next video will be on this one, order list, unordered list, and table. Thank you very much.